Hello, guys. So today we are here on another episode. I'm your host for today. It is Junior, and today I have one guest with me. He's also my co-host, and I want to do the honor to introduce him. He's His Highness Nuruvon Sisawat, the son of Sisawat Sirire.
Sirerot?
Sirire,
Yes.
the great grandson of His Majesty King Sisawat.
Yes, good.
So without much ado, I'd like him to introduce our guest for today. Actually, today's segment is investments. Guys, I'm super excited. On this show we bring you nothing but the best. We bring you the exclusive. So without much ado, I invite my co-host to do all the introduction. My guest.
Okay, hello everybody out there. Tumiriksua, yes, good evening. Yes, so welcome to the show. We're known as Popaik Popoik, which basically means nonsense in Khmer, but it's anything but nonsense. And if you want to know, just tune in and listen. So today, we are graced with the presence of the very honorable Mr. Lor Vichet, who is the president of the Global Real Estate Association of the Phnom Penh Charter here, right? And also the vice president of the CCCA, which stands for the Cambodian Chinese Commercial Association here. Yes.
Today, super excited. He is still
Yes.
the right knowledge we need to know about investing in Cambodia.
Yes. Yes.
Without much ado, I think we just give it for Lor Vichet.
Yes. Round of applause. I mean, it's so long.
Thank
Yes.
being on our show today. So, are you excited to be here to share knowledge with us?
Sure. Yes. I'm very honored to be invited. Yeah.
Our pleasures.
Few questions to ask you concerning investment in Cambodia and the right things to give to the audience, the right information, the right direction, what they need to know about investment in Cambodia and why they should choose Cambodia.
Yes. So, to begin with, since there could be a few people out there that have yet to understand the environment and the scope of what's happening on in Cambodia, but yet they have the capabilities to be an investor. Let's just start off with a baseline. As we know that China and Cambodia have enjoyed great diplomatic relations over the years, especially as of recent. And I guess some people wonder like why the interest, like why is it that if real estate opportunities are influenced by China's want for investment, then what influences China to do so? Yes.
I think the China proposed Belt and Road Initiative, the BRI, is the key contributor to the global economic growth and poverty reductions in the post COVID-19. It started in the COVID-19 started in 2019. So it's important to know that why China has an interest to invest in Cambodia, because Cambodia is the missing link for China to connect to other parts of the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
I see. And this would fall in line with the Belt and Road Initiative.
That's correct. It has to, they have to pass through Cambodia, the Sihanouk River port, to other parts of the world.
So to reach out to the other Southeast Asian countries, Cambodia is the best option to choose in terms of investing. That's why they consider Cambodia.
Yes, the very important point that we have to know is Cambodia has one of the most liberal economic and trade policy within the ASEAN region. So foreign companies can own 100% in Cambodia. That's not the case in Vietnam.
Not the case.
That the locals have to own 51%, and the foreigners can only own maximum of 49%.
Yes.
But in Cambodia, you can own 100%. Foreigners can own 100% on the companies.
That's it. It's very attractive.
No, foreign investor, definitely I'm going to a country where if I can own it 100% of property there. Okay, that's so just
I see. Now, in my research, in terms of the real estate sector in Cambodia, I understand that there are two major projects that are actually happening within the kingdom. One being located in Sihanoukville for the Special Economic Zone, and one being for the kingdom's new projection for the Grand Siem Reap, or the new extension of this of Siem Reap city. Because I understand that it is in our best interest to turn Siem Reap into also a logistics hub, not just only for entertainment and tourism. Now I understand. Okay, so we have Sihanoukville that's happening. We've had over like 100 companies, and we're trying to turn that into manufacturing. And then we have Siem Reap that's going to be the next big destination and a logistics for flights and everything. So in terms of investments, in terms of like a person that wants to invest in land or property, right? Like obviously, like both sides must have their own attributes, good side and bad side. But what would be the most how I would say quick results, to invest in this case? Yes, where should people look into first?
I think I wouldn't comment much about the quick returns, but we are talking about Sihanoukville and Siem Reap.
Yes.
So Siem Reap is the second pole after Phnom Penh.
Yes.
But Sihanoukville is the third pole.
Yes.
So for Siem Reap, it's a tourist destination. So you can invest in hotels and restaurants. That's the quick returns.
Yes.
Yeah. For Sihanoukville, it's the quick return is the gambling industry.
Yes.
Yeah. That's very simple to understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
cool. So, thank you so much for answering our first thing saying we'd like to delve into the issue of commercial courts. I know the government is on the process of establishing it, and I don't know how quick it's gonna be possible. So, for investors to be very, very confident in coming to Cambodian market, I think there should be a certain form of commercial court system that will give them the trust to be able to come invest. What is your take on that? How fast is that possible, and is it going to happen anytime soon?
Yes, it should be established around next year.
Next year. Okay. And is this going to be facilitated solely by the government, or is it are the corporate sector also getting involved?
The Ministry of Justice is in charge with the state army of the Royal Government of Cambodia. But the MOJ, the Ministry of Justice,
Yes.
they seeking the technical assistance from AmCham.
AmCham.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Law Committee of AmCham. As you know, the United States is Cambodia's biggest markets.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
They are the number one. We exported, our trade one was around $10 billion
Okay.
in 2022. So they're a large contributor.
So insane.
The AmCham Law Committee, they're playing an important role in the setting up of the commercial court. Because when we talk about commercial court, we're talking about the specialized commercial court. The clerks, the prosecutors, the attorneys, they have to be trained in international business and trade laws, bankruptcy laws, intellectual property laws, insolvency law. So the clerks, the prosecutors, the judge, and the attorney or the attorney general, they have to be trained.
Exactly. And they need some set of skills, some set of expertise to do this. And this will happen in a year.
By next year would be right.
It would
Yeah.
be in place.
Yes.
Because it is the government commitment
To do this or
to increase the confidence of the private sector.
Perfect.
like when you use the word confidence, this brings me to my next question about trust. Setting up trust companies. I know there are a few companies, banks that are trying to or already set a ball rolling in terms of establishing a trust in Cambodia. Do you think it promotes the confidence of foreign investors to come here to invest by setting up more trust firms?
It played a crucial role, the trust sectors, the trust law. Before, most of the investments flowing in from China. But during the COVID, many companies, Chinese companies left Cambodia. And so the trust law come at the right time. So before it was all Chinese companies investing, and when the COVID-19 come, they left. So that is a thought on a reminder of us that we cannot just it depends on this one country to invest in our country, But so the trust law allow foreigners to buy land through their trust. G companies appointed the trust.
The trust.
Because foreigners, they can own 100% of the companies in Cambodia, but they cannot own land.
And then
So in that case, the trust law came at the right time.
Yeah. Well,
and it's a relatively new concept to many Cambodians. Our law just came in 2019, so we still have quite a bit to go, but it's just in the right direction. Yes.
that's a good way to. And I've heard of a few banks on setting up trust here that I think you can use that to own properties in Cambodia.
Yes.
It comes in timely.
Yes.
The pandemic came, and then so now the trust market is reaching the $1 billion.
I see. Wow. That's a number. Okay.
Really big. But this is just to chip in. Cambodia survived during the pandemic. Looking at the nature of the country and how the outside world might view, because certain big countries, the big names, they go really, really affected, So is there any secrets you sustained your economy, Cambodia sustained your economy? They were even growing. I think statistics say they even grew faster during the pandemic period. So is there any secret or what sustained the economy?
But I think in 2019 we contracted our economy by 3%.
Wow.
Okay. And then we hit the inflation threshold. So you have to see of the contraction plus inflation adjusted. So therefore we during the pandemic the economy is down.
Yes.
So actually when it go up again, it goes up as compared to last year when it goes down.
Oh,
That's
good. I see. That puts in perspective. Yes. So basically, it's just a recovery bounce rather than a. Okay. I see.
Guys, so we are here with Mr. Vichet. He's given us more information, a lot of information in terms of investment. I think he's answering some of your questions. So stay tuned. There's more on this show. Yeah, Mr. Vichet, thank you so much so far for your information you've given us. And I think it's really helping our audience, most of our foreign audience who wants to know really what's the key role to do in terms of coming into Cambodia to invest, right? And I think it's really, man, we'd like to talk more about economy, Yes. So for the economy, Cambodia is a liberal economic system, right?
Yes, yes.
And what do you think has boosted Cambodia economy? Because it's one of the fastest growing
Right.
economy, the GDP, right?
Yes.
And
Good.
this is so amazing, right? And I think there's a factor that has to be put in place to reach this goal. I think really you can elaborate a little on that.
Yeah, the first of all, we could have the one of the most liberal trade policies, investment policy. We are a member of the WTO.
Okay.
We are the member of ASEAN Economic Community, and also the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, the ASEAN. So, as you know, the RCEP represents a combined trade volumes that accounted for 33% of global trade.
Mm.
So, Cambodia has lots of potentials for different platforms to grow. I mean, through WTO's platforms, because all the ASEAN, all the ASO, and the reason they contributed to the fast growth of the Cambodian economy is because we have a young population.
Mm.
So we have around 65% below 35. So this is an important indicator because it is the labor force, the labor, is the employment that grows the economy. If you don't have people working, you won't have industrial output.
Okay.
True. You cannot grow the economy.
Yes.
So we have a young population, 65 to 70% are the young, and so they work and they buy properties. They save money. So that's why you see Cambodian economy is growing so fast.
If I would like to add to that with the liberalized economy and, the fact that we have a little to no restriction on foreign currency exchanges and everything, Cambodia has prospered towards that, and reached some new heights. But if there is such thing as a liberalized economy, that just goes to show that there is such thing as a non-liberalized economy too in this world. But if we have had success with the liberalized economy, shouldn't all countries adopt such a system? Like what makes the kingdom such a place that we can do so compared to other nations? Like
Yes, because that other nations, they have to protect their export. And if they liberalize, then it affects their export.
oh, okay.
They give other countries goods without tariffs. And they're competing with their own domestic companies. So they lose the competitive edge.
Okay. That answers my question. Yeah, because it's just like, wow, like okay, so we're seen like as a great destination for foreign direct investment because of our liberalized economy, but it it in comparison to other countries, okay, we were just situated in such a position where if we were to choose a non-liberalized one, it just would not work out for us. This would be the best decision for Cambodia to do something like that. Yes. Okay.
Talking about this topic, right? It leads me to one big topic which is going around. A lot of articles I've read concerning this Cambodian being the next tiger economy.
Yes.
So that's a really huge attribute, you know, or a really big thing to, you know, consider as an economy to head towards tiger economy. Can you explain the concept? Because I know you are advocate for this topic and you're pushing this agenda so hard.
I think people said why Cambodia is the next Asian tiger. I think it's important to note that the royal government of Cambodia, they envisions Cambodia to be an upper medium income country by 2030 and a high income country by 2050.
Wow.
So yeah, 2030 is a year that we hit the Asian target.
But what's the process? Can you run us through the process to get there? You know, because I think many people, many investors, right, are more like a visionary people. They try to look into the future long term, right? And Cambodian in the next 10 years to get into this level of economic stability, definitely there should be a gameplay in place where it's very, very realistic that, okay, from point A to point B, this is the process we are going to go through to reach this economy so that the investors coming in will be very confident, trusting the market.
You have to see that for 2023 economic growth projections from ADP, it's going to be 5.8% this year.
Okay.
The National Bank of Cambodia was predicting a 6%. We have best, some like Prime Minister Clinton said predicting like 6.6. So if you imagine a consistent just average of 6% from now to 2030, so it's 7 years. So we are 42%.
Okay.
Compound growth. So mathematically, we hit it.
You have a target. Wow. Good job. I hope that so congratulations to us. And I think Cambodian is really, really doing things right in terms of how they are moving the economy and sustaining the standard of living for the people too. Yeah.
Well, I actually have just a few more questions, and this really pertains into like how the outlook of the future will be, and in it, I will want to express just some perhaps concerns or what we should be doing next. So the real estate economy right now, right? As I've heard from some people after I've like talked and consulted with some of them, they think that it is on a downward spiral, and it is attributed towards, China is not able to take out as much money as before. So the amount has been nearly halved or maybe halved, that they were able to do in the past, to invest in property in the market here. So if at the moment we cannot depend on China, right? In your opinion, like who would be like the next giant or the next titan, or would it be the Japanese? Would it be Singaporeans maybe? Yes.
So we take a macro views of the major economies of the world. India just overtake United Kingdom and France to get the fifth official. They are the fifth big guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Japan is the third big guys. Huh? So the third and the fifth, you name it. So yes, that's the statistics.
Okay.
The China is the number 2 guys.
Okay.
Japan is the number 3 guy.
All right.
India is the number 5th guy.
Right. Yes. So now let's just take a little step back, right? We're still on the topic about the future, of Cambodia and investment. But if we look back in the past 10 years, we've had around 50 to 60% growth in Phnom Penh. So rather than look 10 years into the future because it's like too fantasy. What does 5 years into the future, in the market in Phnom Penh would look like?
Yeah, Cambodia has one of the highest urbanization rate. Yeah.
Coming to keep going to
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Urban living solution is forecasted that we were gonna have 4.5 million people. Yeah, in 20.
In 2030 in Phnom Penh. Okay. Well, that's only 7 years away.
And we said, is there any way the capital is going to change to a bigger city?
Yes.
Because it's eventually, the more it becomes more urbanized, more people come in, definitely there'll be problem of space. Yeah. I know the government is trying to expand to other nearby province to make it more bigger, but everybody wants to be in the markets, in the hot place.
Yeah.
You think there's a time where it could change?
Well, actually, with the high urbanization rate is a good thing. Actually, true. People coming to Phnom Penh to reap the benefits, economic benefits. So it's a good thing. Yeah. However, we have to identify different sectors and areas. So Phnom Penh is the first pole, followed by Siem Reap as a tourism, mainly focused tourism. And the third pole is Siem Reap.
Okay.
So it's okay.
At least it's getting cloudy, but yeah, everybody wants the market, want to rip.
Yeah. So it's relatively positive in the next 5 years. Like we will see continued growth of such in real estate. Okay.
That's good. Well, so do you think so there's this program QIP
Stands for Quality Investment Program Project. Yes.
and foreign investment tax break of 9 years with the
The special economic zone.
So
So
is it something that's going to continue to help boost the real estate or not?
Right, we talk about SEZ, so we just focus on SEZ.
okay.
I mean, if you're talking about QIP, we just
Okay, let's start with QIP.
Yes. Happy.
really party. Let's call it, yeah. So the QIP is to encourage the investors to invest in the export processing markets, agricultural, and also the technology, to assemble the components, So these are within the QIP to get the tax breaks.
Okay. Yes. Do you believe like it's something that's going to continue? Like it's
You mean
like
QIP?
yes, to greatly improve.
Yes, the new taxation law and the new investment law come hand in hand together.
Okay, true.
So it's gonna continue for a long time.
So for those of you who don't know about any of these laws or any of these terms that are mentioned, don't you worry about that. We'll be putting it in the description below. Yes, to have a much more thorough search and study of it, because you can go on forever talking about these laws. They have many things good.
Something.
Yes.
So we have the new investment law. So all the investment have to be approved by the Council of Development of Cambodia, the CDC. So any question and queries, you can go to.
You can
Yes.
see this.
So we would actually have to go to the offices in the building to have.
So these are the detail.
Yes.
A to Z.
Yes.
We are the body, the authority that has the answers
Yes.
all your queries.
Yes.
You know, there's one question I would like to ask, because mostly currently the Southeast Asian countries, Thailand, Myanmar, they are going through this problems, you know. Is somebody going to take advantage of this?
I think it's not about taking advantage.
Definitely competitive market.
Like in these investors who have the choice to make, and it's not about us to decide. It's for them.
But
Where they want to go to put their money.
true.
You know, it's right. He says it in this way also, but mostly some investors are scared. There are a lot of conspiracy in Cambodia about not being safe. The safety, this issue in Sihanoukville where the kidnapping and a whole lot of issues. Now on records, you know, we would like him to give you a comment on that, and if you can rest assured that things are really, really going to be better.
For Sihanoukville it's just one dark spot.
Okay.
Yeah, one tree in the forest. You know, if you see the U.S., is it 100% safe?
No. I answered that immediately.
In this world, you think no any country this one no kidnapping?
There is no.
Sure, but you know that the issue isn't, you know, one what nuts can destroy all nuts. But is there solutions?
I think we have to look at the macro one, you know, and not the micro views. Look at the general.
The bigger picture.
If you're looking at if you're saying that one bad one is spoil the whole basket, but why don't you look at the good ones, the good fruits, you know, like Siem Reap,
Yes.
5-star hotels.
I'm very enthusiastic about when 2035, because that's a slated time that the new city will be built and everything. But you know, that's just only an estimate. It might just be 2037 or Right.
These I would like just share my views. I think we should generally look at the big picture. The scope, we focus on where we're gonna earn our money.
Yes. Yeah.
Shouldn't focus on where is it unsafe. If you think it's not safe, go to other province. But you don't put it in the Cambodia general context. It's not fair.
Yes.
Because every country in the world has kidnappings. I'm not saying which country. Yeah, but I'm saying that every country in this world has these robbery, you know, because when you are very rich, then there are robbers.
True.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and then we're not saying any country. We say generally too.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a general. Yes. For Sihanoukville, I think it's just to know that if they are kidnapping, it means there are rich people in Sihanoukville. You kidnap? Are you gonna kidnap a poor man?
No.
So if more kidnapping, you know what I mean? It means that there are very, very many rich people in Sihanoukville. And you're saying it's a bad thing? I don't think so.
Right. It's just a natural order of things. Yes, they would have. It just means that Cedarville just needs to step up on security. Yes.
If there's no kidnappings, it means what?
Well, you got nothing. You got nothing for me to steal.
But I think the government is doing well. The security is getting tighter. Things are getting better now. So I think you'll be good. So Brian, we're here with Mr. Richard, man. He's given us a lot of information. So we are going to have a part 2 of this interview. There's more, I think, sector we need to discuss. More knowledge we need to ask him. Things we need to know and clarify in terms of the investment.
Yes.
He's a property.
He's not an expert. Remember, he's a veteran. There's a difference.
He's a genius.
And well, you know what? I would like for you to explain what's been going on between experts and veterans, and who claims what, and what is the right. Yes. Because you got to hell.
I think it should be for other bodies or institutions to get the title.
To give a title.
And you cannot be self-proclaimed expert.
Everybody cares. Oh, and I saw that this on the
I mean, like which body is in charge of giving these titles? So if you say that you are an expert, then you have to ask which institution gives you this
this title. It needs to be verified.
Yep.
Exactly. Well, before we leave, I think we have come to an end of this episode. It's very, very interesting. I don't want to leave, but the time is almost up. There's always a message. I would like to know your message to the foreign investors who are looking into Cambodia investments. What is that big message you want to give out there?
Cambodia is the next Asian tiger.
Wow.
Cambodia is a safe place to invest.
So, guys, you had it here first.
No.
Cambodia is the next Asian tiger, the biggest. I live here, so I just
You can see that.
and safety. Trust me, I know it's safe here. The peace here, I know.
Right. People are generally very warm and welcoming. Yes.
Super well. Well, thank you so much, Chet, honoring our invitation for today. I think our viewers are really excited to have you and to have you share with us your knowledge. Definitely, you're gonna come back on this show. Please. How you?
We're very pleased and very happy. Yes.
So, if anybody want to contact you, do you have any social media handle on your Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah.
Because I know you're also he's also a mentor. He trains a lot of people in government places, higher places. He's a man.
Yes. Some of these leaders you see out here, they might have crossed paths. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, Kennedy, what are you doing? What projects are you doing? And what sector are you in?
I think you can name any industry that you would like to inquire, explore, and that's yes, you can come to me, and then I let you know that your expertise will fit it, fit at which place, which industry, yes, so that your expertise complement with the market demand.
I see. Okay, yeah.
So I think I'm gonna be your first man. Alright, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us on this episode. We have come to an end of this episode. But welcome then. If you are here on Propat. Mr. Lor Vichet, we thank you so much for the cup. Bye, again, and bye. See you next time.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.